Let's do some singing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. How about come, come, whoever you are? Come, whoever you are. Wonder, worshiper, lover of me. Yours is no caravan of despair. Come, get again, come. Come on in. Come, come, whoever you are. Wonder, worshiper, lover of me. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come, get again, come. Let's do it again. Come, come, whoever you are. Wonder, worshiper, lover of me. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come, get. Let's try it as a round. Here we go. This side first. Come, come, keep going. Here we go. Come, come, one more time just for fun. Here we go. Together. Come, whoever you are. Wonder, worshiper, lover of me. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again, come. Welcome, welcome everyone. It's wonderful to see you. Okay, we are on time. All right, just checking. Yeah. So today we're doing something different. It is a bit of an experiment. So thanks for being here to be part of our experiment. It should be fun. So before I begin, no matter who you are or what you believe or what is your faith or who you love, the color of your skin, no matter who you are welcome here. And we're super glad you're here. If you happen to be a visitor and just coming to check us out, first of all, today is a little different, but you know, our services vary quite a bit and it's good fun. So we're glad you're here, and please let our ushers, our welcoming table know that you're here, and we will contact you by email, but we won't flood you with too many emails, I promise. In case you don't know much about Namakwa Unitarian Universalist congregation, we foster a beloved community that celebrates diversity, strives for peace and justice, acts mindfully for the good of the planet, which we're especially doing today, and inspires spiritual growth through a free and loving search for truth and meaning. So, like I said, we are trying something new today. Our service is actually going to be quite short because the emphasis today is on what we're doing after the service, which is remaking old clothes and swapping clothes and all of that. So if you happen to have brought clothes for our clothing swap, you got a big pile back there? Okay, apparently we've got a big pile back there. As soon as the service is over, there are more coming in. If you feel like it, if you see any t-shirts, you can pull the t-shirts out for people. If you want to, I'm going to show the kids how to take a t-shirt and turn it into a grocery bag. So if you want to have a t-shirt handy and a pair of scissors, you can do that along with us or during the service. It's going to be fun. So yeah, today's all about our action. So I'm glad you're here, and let's do this together. We're also trying something a little different with our joys and sorrows today. I didn't want to overlook them, but we are keeping our service short today. So if you have a joy or a sorrow, anything that you want to share, a personal, brief, something that you want to share, not announcements. This is announcements right now. So not announcements. You can get one of these back at the welcoming table, and we will collect these during the offering. So when the offering baskets come around, in addition to your beautiful and wonderful donations, you can also put these in there. And then I will ask the ushers to bring these forward, and I will read them today. Oh, and Pedro, who just walked in, and I are doing a recovery group for anyone who has experienced any kind of addiction or knows of a loved one who is experiencing or has experienced some kind of an addiction. So this is a big issue, not just in this community, but in our world today. And we'd love to for you to come join us on Wednesdays. We're moving it to Wednesday instead of Thursday. This coming Wednesday at 6:30. It's the second and fourth Wednesdays at 6:30. So please join us. And next Sunday is also a little different. We're doing it in the park. This time we're doing it at Namakwa Park, and it's Blessing of the Animals. So how many of you have pets out there? Yeah, see, I knew it. So this is, great, you can bring your pets if they're socially able to be in a crowd of people. And if it's like a fish or a cat that you can't bring with you or something, you can bring a picture of your animal or draw us a picture of your animal. So we'll do a special blessing for all of the animals next week at Namakwa Park starting at 10 o'clock. So I'd really like to thank everybody who's a part of the service today. We've got Doug and Bill up there running sound and AV. Oh no, Katie, okay. Katie, thank you for being here. Thanks everybody. And thanks to my sweet husband who agreed to play music for us today when I asked him yesterday. Just being honest. Yes, we all come together to make this community happen. I share with you these opening words by Laura Horton Ludwig. Oh, Ludwig, probably. Okay. We are here because we believe that what we do matters. Anybody not believe that? Just checking. Okay, just checking. We are here that we believe that how we live our life matters. That with every act of kindness or meanness, courage or fear, love or hatred, we are weaving the fabric of the universe that holds us all. We are here because we need encouragement, because we need strength, because so often we get distracted and we get in a rush. We don't think and we choose the easy way when the harder path is what our spirits truly long for. We are here because none of us is perfect, but together we inspire each other to try again, to take another step. We are here because we have felt the stirrings of love and of grace in our hearts and our hands, and we crave it more and more. for ourselves, and not only for ourselves, but for everyone. We are here because how we live matters. Blessed be. I invite you to say our congregational affirmation as part of living a life that matters. Love is the spirit of this church, and service its call. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. So I invite you now to share this spirit of love in a life that matters by greeting those around you. Hello back there. Good morning. Good morning. I'm good. I'm good. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. How can I get everybody's attention here? It's a nicer way to get your attention. So now I would like to invite Elaine to come forward to share her chalice lighting about sustainable living and sustainable clothing. And I especially want you to notice those awesome pants she has on. Come on up, Elaine. Is the pulpit mic working by chance? Aren't those great? But we want you to use the microphone. But I forgot to check. Is this microphone working? It is? Okay, great. Sure that's not me coming? Okay, let's try it with Elaine.
Thank you. Okay, when Reverend Dana asked me to do this, I watched all through last week's Zoom service, and I was so inspired because I was doing social hours, so I missed part of it. Anyways, Reverend Dana stated last week that the subject of fashion is indeed complex and difficult. Well, that opened up a Pandora's box for me. I did a lot of Googling and YouTubing and researching. One of my pet peeves is polyester. Now, I've just had the blessing of being a sensitive skin kind of person, but I loved all those statistics that our owner of Repeat Boutique gave us. 63% of clothing items are made from synthetic fibers like polyester or nylon, even more so now than ever. These fabrics are plastics made from fossil fuels, one of the largest polluters of our ecosystems, both in their production and end of life. Whoa. So that just really gives me the heebie-jeebies. So, all subjects worthy of reduce, reuse, recycle takes education, awareness, and living our values in the world to create habits of meaningful action with loving kindness and respect for the interconnected web of life. I'm sure that sounds familiar to you. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. Our dear Albert Einstein said that. In nature, there is no such thing as waste. In nature, nothing is wasted. Everything is recycled. That was David Suzuki. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed individuals can change the world. In fact, it's the only thing that ever has. That Margaret Mead said. And so that means me and you and you. We can all change what's happening now to our dear beloved Earth.
Thank you, Elaine. And now I would love to invite the kids to come forward, kids of any age, 6 months to 99 years. Come on forward. We're going to take this t-shirt and we're going to turn it into a grocery bag, and I need your help. Okay, come on up. Now, if you want to come around and stand over here next to me, come stand next to me so you can see what we're doing here, okay? Come on, stand next to me. Okay, anybody have old t-shirts that maybe they have a stain on them or something, or this one's kind of got a, I don't know, maybe there's nothing wrong with, maybe I'll just change my shirt and wear this instead. I don't know. No, but a lot of times we have old t-shirts, right? Do you have old t-shirts that you can't use anymore? Maybe they're, yeah?
Sometimes I pass some of my old t-shirts down to my brother.
Yeah, yep. That happens. That's a good practice. That's a good practice. Yeah. Well, I'm going to cut this. Oh, look, there's a hole. I'm going to cut the sleeve off of this one. Are you ready? Okay, don't knock this over. All right. Now, you're probably too young yet to use sharp scissors.
I can have sharp scissors.
Not that these are, you think you can. Well, these would not be sharp scissors that I'm using right now, but I probably picked the, yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I didn't bring my best scissors, I don't think. Oh, look at that, nice sharp scissors, perfect. Thank you. So we're gonna cut that sleeve off. And now we're gonna, yeah, that's what we're gonna turn it into, just like that. Isn't that cool? Let's see if we can do that. So now I'm gonna cut this sleeve off. Okay. And how many of you can tie knots? Can you tie a knot? Uh-huh. Oh, good. Okay, good. Okay, so we've got the sleeves off, right? I don't know, maybe this would make a good hat. We should be able to turn this into something, shouldn't we?
Or
An
an armband.
armband? Yeah, maybe so. And now I'm just gonna cut the neck part out. Okay, right around here like this. See that? Yeah. Yeah. And now, so here's what we've got. We cut the neck out and we cut the shoulders off. And now down here at the bottom, I'm gonna cut some little slits, okay? And then I'm gonna need your help tying these. And Janen's gonna help you too. Okay, maybe like that, that. Okay. Okay, so each of you are gonna take turns tying knots into these little strips. Do you think you can do that? Yeah? You think so? I bet you're good at tying knots. Yeah. You are? Uh-huh, I figured. So we're going to be taking clothes, old clothes today, and turning them into other things. Have you ever taken a pair of pants and cut off the legs and had what we call cut off shorts? Anybody ever done that? No? Yeah, that's an idea. Or you can take a pair of pants and turn them into a dress. That's an interesting idea. What else can we do? You guys got any ideas? We can take strips of clothing and turn them into dog toys. Mm-hmm.
We can take
Okay, so,
old clothing and cut off.
and you know what I often do? I often take strips of old t-shirts and use them in the garden to tie up my tomatoes and other
That's
things.
what my grandma did.
Is it? Maybe it's a grandma thing, I don't know. So here's what we've got. See all these little strips at the bottom?
Yes.
Now I'm gonna have you guys help me tie these. And you know what? We could sit down here now if you want to, and we can just take turns passing it around and everybody do some tying. How about that? And Janin is going to help you, Miss Janin here. Okay, so do you guys want to start? Okay, so let me explain a little bit about how we're going to do it. So if you want to start, if you'll take the first one and tie a knot with how did that work? With the very first pair, and then if you'll tie a knot with the second pair and then the third pair, but then you guys will be able to do this. If you'll take one from the middle and tie it to the first pair, and one from the middle and tie it to the third pair, okay? And then take the one left with the third pair and tie it to the fourth pair. And then take the one from the fourth pair, tie it to the fifth pair. Take it. Does that make sense? I know, that sounded complicated. It's not so bad. That's why I'm thinking these guys will be able to get us started. So the first, because if you just tie them, match them up, you're gonna have all these holes in the bottom, right? I know, it took me a moment too. Yeah, so if you tie the first pair with the first pair, the second pair with the second pair, the third pair with the third pair, then they all have knots in them, but they also have holes. So if you take one from the middle pair and tie it to the third pair, one from the middle and tie it to the first pair. Then you've got one left over from the third pair, tie it to the fourth pair. You've got one left over from the fourth pair, tie it to the fifth pair. You've got one left over from the fifth pair, tie it to the sixth pair. You see that? Is that making more sense now? Visual learner. Well, think. Put it on and tie it? I'd be in the bag. Okay, so I'm gonna tie one knot here. The problem is this needs to be cut. Thank you for these sharp scissors. There we go. So this first pair, I'm gonna tie a knot. Okay. Okay. And yes, exactly. Yeah. And so then I'm going to take the second pair of strips and I'm going to tie a knot. Okay. Okay. And now I'm going to take the third pair and I'm going to tie a knot. Okay. So that's the first three. Now, in this middle, I'm going to tie the middle to one on the left, the first pair. Okay, and I'm going to take the other one from the middle, and I'm not tying them double knots, which should be double knot here. It's not too short, actually. Yeah, because t-shirt material is just stretchy. And then I tie the other one from the middle to the third one. And then we just keep going from there. From the third one, we go to the fourth one. Actually, there we go. And then we take the other fourth one and tie it to the fifth one and just work our way down. Theoretically, this is supposed to work. Yeah, so while I'm at it, I'll tell you that the sewing machines, we have a number of people who brought sewing machines today, and those are set up in the fellowship hall. Okay, so so I'm going to pass these around. If you guys will just tie the knots in for me, you want to do that? Oh, nice. You want to tie a few knots and then pass it over to these guys to tie a few knots? Thank you. So it's amazing that just using a pair of scissors and cutting things up and tying knots, you know, you can transform your clothing. So even if you're not particularly skilled at sewing or doing anything like that, it's okay. You can still reuse your clothes. Right, yeah. Okay, go ahead and tie a few knots. And however it turns out, it's gonna be fine. So it'll still hold apples and whatever else, even if it has a few holes in the bottom. And so today we're going to invite people to bring your clothes in, and we'll have on these pews after the service, I made signs for pants on one pew and shirts on another pew and shoes and that kind of thing. So we'll sort everything that way, and then you can look through it, and if there's something you like, you can take it. And then if there's something that you can rip up and use the material for something else, go for it. I did bring an iron and an ironing board and some patches. So if anybody wants to iron on patches on something, we've got that. And then we've got the sewing machines in the fellowship hall. So we can remake things or chop things up or whatever you think of. There are two handouts at the table back there. One is how to make a couple of different things that you don't have to sew, like this t-shirt bag. And the other one is making dog toys or cat toys. Okay, but there are lots of other ideas. And then the other handout is ideas for how to reuse clothes using a sewing machine, different things that you can do. And the person who made Elaine's pants, Elaine's cool pants, she has super cool pants on. Yeah. I know, love it. The woman who made Elaine's pants actually takes old clothing and remakes it, upscales it, and sells her stuff on Etsy. I've invited her, she couldn't come today for our service, but she can come after to go through whatever clothes we have left, and I've invited her to take whatever she wants of the clothes that we have left. Okay? Yeah. From the heart. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's so cool. They look really comfy too. Great. So now we're going to do, what are we doing? Okay. So now we're going to take our morning offering. What was that? No, we're not going to sing the kids out. Yes, if anybody has a joy or sorrow that they want to fill out on that little card, like I told you, or piece of paper, please take one and I will read it after you fill it out. Okay? And if you'll put it in the offering basket, we'll collect them that way too. So for our offering, as you know, every Sunday when we take our morning offering, half of the money that we earn, and you guys are welcome to stay here. We're not going to sing our kids out today because they're hanging with us. So keep on tying knots, guys. We're fine. We're just fine. So what was I saying? So our Sunday morning offering, half of the plate goes to a nonprofit. And this month, our offering is going to CIRC, which is Immigration, thank you, Colorado Immigration Rights Coalition. I knew I made the slide. I forgot my iPad. Oh, my life is not the same if I forget my iPad. I know, I have the ironing board. What really matters, right? So please donate generously for Colorado Immigration Rights Coalition. They do amazing work throughout Colorado and up here in northern Colorado as well. And I think Steve and I are going to play Summertime. Maybe. Thank you all for all of the beautiful ways that you sustain our community and our world and continue to make a difference. You are people that matter. All people matter. Thank you. And thank you for those who shared joys and concerns. I would like to share them with you today. This is from Bill Pinkham. Am I saying that right? Great. Thank you, Bill. My sister passed away 2 years ago. Since then, we have had several visitors with my visits, thank you, with my 96-year-old brother-in-law who has become a proficient illustrator and writer about comments, animals, plants, and early American life. Cool, amazing. No longer able to drive, he depends on my niece to sustain his transportation and help with his needs. He's an inspiration. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. Wow, it's great that you are lifting him up today. Thank you. Yeah, let's just take a moment. Little love. Thank you. And here's a joy, this amazing Marie Steen, who I think is on Zoom. Hi, Marie. Yeah. She's going to be 90 years old on August 11th. Awesome. Happy birthday, Marie. Wow. That's amazing. Yeah. So cool. Happy birthday. Is there going to be a little celebration or something? So great. Maybe we'll let everybody know. It's and Sasha, Alex. So Alex, are we going by Alex today? I think. Alex says, it's almost your birthday. Yeah. Woohoo! Alex, happy birthday. Do you want to tell us how old? Or? August 18th, 13. Wow. Amazing. There's the life cycle right there. Beautiful. So I thank you for all the ways that we hold each other with our joys and our sorrows. I think we just take a few moments here and take a nice breath in. Let it go. Another breath in. And let it go. And holding in our hearts all of those joys, sorrows, concerns, worries, hopes, and dreams that are unspoken today within ourselves and within those around us and in our community. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. And may all beings be filled with love. May it be so. Thank you. I was reminded of Carl Sagan's small blue dot the other day. We are just a small blue dot, and we are just one of 8 billion people. I think last week I said million, but I meant billion people on this ever-growing planet. The planet's not growing. We humans are growing. So it feels infinitesimal, and our ability to make a difference might feel infinitesimal. And yet this life is all that we have to give, and it is all that we have ever received, if you think about it. And none of it could have happened without the gifts given to us by the earth each and every day of every moment. The earth and the sun, and probably the moon too. I don't know, could we live without the moon? Anyhow, every year, people in the United States, I just want to share a few more details about the importance of working on sustainable fashion and the textile industry. First of all, the textile and fashion industry is the second largest source of pollution in the world. Whoa, I mean, that just blows my mind. I never knew that until a couple years ago. Every year, people in the United States throw out more than 34 billion pounds 34 billion pounds of used textiles. Divided across the population, that's more than 100 pounds of textile waste per person per year. According to the Environmental Center at CU Boulder, textile waste accounts for 5% of the landfill space. And in the US, well, we just mentioned that's their statistics are slightly lower, 82 pounds per person instead of 100 pounds per person. But the average US citizen throws away amazing amounts. And even if we take our clothes to Goodwill and to Salvation Army and places like that, they might still get shipped off to a third world country. Okay, so we have an idea, and we got a big idea last week of the importance of this issue. So what is and how do we invest in durable clothing? There are companies. One is called Label by 3, and it's a Black-owned business, and it's committed to using slow fashion. So finding businesses that are doing slow fashion, using high quality materials, something that's going to last for a long time, that kind of thing. Trade and sell and donate, that's what we're doing today. You can also sell your clothes to consignment shops, like our guest speaker last week from Repeat Boutique. Tear it into strips, repair it, fix it, cover a stain with a cool little patch, I don't know. Find creative ways to repurpose it. What occurs to me is that we just need to change our thinking about clothing. And when we change our thinking about clothing, we will find creative ways to use the material. I know someone told me the other day about a new movement to use old clothes to make insulation. Yeah, I think that's a fabulous idea. So just as we have learned about trash, and especially plastics, as a problem in our world, now we're learning about clothing and fashion. So as we choose to live, and what we do with our stuff affects the planet and affects other people's lives. And I know we're just a few people, but as Margaret Mead said, it's always been just a few people that get things going. So as we raise awareness about this, this is how we can change our behaviors and model a new way of doing things for other people as it spreads, as it is spreading to us now. So with our actions, we bless our lives, others' lives, and weave a new strand and a new way of being into the world, bit by bit. This, my friends, is how we bless the world. And I want to teach you a special song that I don't think you know, called E Malama. And this is a Hawaiian blessing song. I invite you to stand if you're so inclined. Okay. And So in Hawaiian, it goes like this, and the motions are important too. So like you're holding the earth and you're caressing the earth. And you want to move your hips. Yeah. E malama ika heao. You want to say that? E malama ika heao. Let's sing it again. E malama ika heao. And then the next part is E malama pono ika heao. E lama pono ika heao. And then just the last part is and you're supposed to hold hands. I don't know if you feel like holding hands with those around you, but you can. And that's a sign of strength. It's a sign of holding the earth. So Ema Lama Ikahe'al is saying this earth is sacred. This earth is sacred and precious to us. Okay? And we're going to hold it in strength and care for it. Okay? So in the English part, let's sing the Hawaiian again. Ema lama ikaheao. Ema lama ikaheao. Ema lama pono ikaheao. Sing it one more time. Here we go. Ema lama ikaheao. Ema lama ikaheao. Ema lama pono ikaheao. And then the English part goes, reach down and grab some earth. Earth and sky, sea and stone, hold this land in sacredness. So holding hands. There we go. Here we go. Earth and sky, sea and stone, hold this land in sacredness. Ema lama. Here we go. Ema lama ikaheao. Ema lama ikaheao. Ema lama pono ikaheao. This is a good one for harmony if you feel like it. Let's do it again. Ema lama ikaheao. Ema lama ikaheao. Ema lama pono ikaheao. In English, here we go. Earth and sky, sea and stone, hold this land in sacredness. One more time. Earth and sky, sea and stone, hold this land in sacredness. Beautiful, my friends. So we are here. Let's just hold hands for a moment. Let's just stay right where we're at. Sorry about that. We are here to bless each other and to bless the world. Today we are doing that with our actions, and may it forever spread into a new way of being on our planet that helps to heal the world. May it be so. Amen. Thank you. So if you want to grab a cup of coffee, grab your old clothes that you might have brought, I'll put up the signs and we'll sort them and have some fun. Thank you.